Good afternoon, people. So, since I have been issues with my internet connection, I decided to do a video, not to work only in WhatsApp. It's better to do a video explaining and reviewing the Unit 4. So, for today, we are going to review. I am going to review the Unit 4. I mean, the lesson A of the grammar, and finish with the Unit 4 to try to introduce Unit 5. Okay, so as you remember, in the last class we were talking and we were using quantity expressions with the specific nouns. So as you remember, when we were talking about this, these are the words all, must, a lot of, have, none. Okay, so I explained that already, but it's better to do a review. But the review we are going to do is like this. For example, you remember that we worked with this activity. I explained this activity, but here I give you more details why we use these quantity expressions. Okay, so for example, in the number one, we said all of the families live in big cities because we are talking about these cities, right? These all are big cities. So we have 6 families and they all live in big cities. Okay. The number two, a couple or some. So in this case, we are talking about a couple of the families speak English because only 2 families. So we can use a couple when we are referring to two, or also we could use some. Some of the family speak English. In this case, we have 1 and 2 only, right? In the number three, we say none. None of them speak French because none of the families, 0 families, speak French, right? Number four, most of the families live in apartments, or a lot of the families live in apartments because we have 4. From 6 families, we have 4 families that live in apartments. Also, in the number seven, you see, we have a lot or must. A lot of them work in an office, or most of them work in an office because we have 4 people from 6 that work in an office. Number five, some. Here we can also say half. Half of them own cars because we are talking about 6 and then 50-50, right? 50 of them, 50% of them have cars, 50% of them take public transportation. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So that is the half, right? Number 6, all of the wives work. So here we have wives and we have all of them that work out of the house, right? They work in an office, they work at the hotel, they work in a restaurant, and so on. Here we have must. Most of the families have children. In this case, we didn't use a lot of the families because we are talking about the majority. Only one of the families don't have children, only one. So that is why it's better to use must. Most of the family have children. Okay, I didn't use a lot here because it's the majority. Most of the families have children. Understand? Okay, so let's continue with the other exercise that I have to explain you something in the second exercise we did. Okay, that is the same. And here, you remember that in the number four, we choose half or half of. So you are going to read this part here, right? All, both, and half. They say we can use them with or without of, with no difference in meaning. So you can say all parents, sorry. here, number 4, half our neighbors have children, half of our neighbors have children. So remember, in this case, we can use this because they have a determiner. So we can say half our neighbors have children, half of our neighbors have children. You can have, you can pay, or you have to pay extremely attention to this part. With these three, we can use with of or without of. In the case of the number 6, in the book they have only all of, because here we are not using a determiner. But yes, you can say all the instructors at my school are really strict, or all of the instructors at my school are really strict. So remember, when you see a sentence in an exercise, in the exam, that you can, that they are using all, both, half, you can use all of, or all, simply all, both of, half of. You can use them with, right, with or without of. Okay. Okay, so this is the only review I wanted to do with this grammar, because we did examples. I sent you another videos last week, so we are going to see the rest of the unit 4. Here, as you know, at the end of the book, you always have, it's like a review, no, a summary, right? A summary of the vocabulary and the speaking strategy. Here we have only the lesson A. This is the same vocabulary we study. As you see, we are using quantity expression here. And remember that I explained this part, speaking strategy. When you disagree with a person, but you respect the opinion of that person, and when you disagree more strongly, it's like you don't care about the opinion of that person, and you say, no, your opinion is not important, so I am going to give you my opinion. So remember, it's better to use this way to be more polite. Okay, and this is the same vocabulary, so I think you can review that vocabulary. You can, I think it's very clear, but if you want, you can Google the meaning or whatever. Okay. So now we are going to continue with the lesson B, with the vocabulary. The vocabulary is very easy because in this case we are talking about trendy. Okay. Fashion trends. So what is popular right now? In this case, obviously, we are not talking about what is popular right now, 2020. We are talking about the picture, what is popular in there. So you have this activity in your books. So you are going to investigate what is the meaning of this word. I am going to explain very fast because I want you to study by yourself. This vocabulary is very easy. Um, Most of these words are very clear because, as you know, here we have casual, comfortable. When we say casual and comfortable, it's something that we feel very good when we are wearing them. Could be jeans, could be a t-shirt. And formal and conservative is like when we are talking about something that is more for an office, or maybe a party at night, a wedding, a dinner, something very formal. Okay. Colorful, as you know, colorful. Something that is colorful, for example, we could say Hawaiian shirt. It has a lot of colors. When you go to the beach, most of the time you see people wearing, or most of the time you see men wearing Hawaiian shirts because they have a lot of flowers. Something that is colorful, it has a lot colors. Okay. Dramatic and flashy. Well, when something is dramatic, when you wear something that is dramatic and flashy, for example, Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga most of the time wears dramatic and flashing clothes that caught everybody's attention. So when you say dramatic and flashy, it's something that maybe doesn't look good and it's very catchy. You can avoid looking at that person because it's too obvious that the person is wearing something that is not normal. Okay, so in the opposite here we have plain and simple. We normally dress plain and simple: jeans, t-shirt, shirts, a dress. But when you say dramatic and flashy, it's like Lady Gaga. She likes to wear flashy clothes to cause the attention of other people. Okay, elegant, as you know, elegant. So we have when you go to a wedding, when you go to a dinner with your boyfriend or something, you wear elegant clothes, a dress. Men wear maybe suit, a shirt, um, a pants. Okay, so elegant. You know what is that? Retro and vintage, something that is old fashioned. If you, for example, you know that we used to, well, not now, but um, years ago we used to wear campanas, pantalones campanas. So that is retro, that is vintage, something that is not from this epoch, something that is not from now. It's from years ago. Okay, for example, clothes from the 60s. Um, you can say pantalones campanas or dress that is very la talla alta, that is vintage. Okay, retro and vintage is something that is not from now, something that is old. Stylish, well, stylish is with good style. If you wear stylish clothes, that means that your taste in fashion is very good. We could say a person that is stylish from the, well, we could say Amelia Vega. Amelia Vega is stylish because she's always like dressing really well, and, and she's always in fashion. She's always a trendy topic, so that is stylish. Sporty, we could say these two guys are sporty. They are wearing t-shirts like from sports, baggies. These are baggies, okay. Bermudas, those are baggies. So they are sporty. Another unique or unusual, something that maybe when you are unique, you have your own style. You don't copy the style of other people. So you have your unique style. Maybe you create your style, right? But when you say common and ordinary, it's because everybody wears the same. For example, when we are sorry, when we say like common and ordinary, we could say like well, what we wear normally. We wear jeans and shirts, and that is very common. Everybody wears common and ordinary clothes. It's not something out of the um, out of the fashion, obviously, but it's not too flashy, right? It's common. Here also we have another more parts of the vocabulary. Ripped. When we say ripped jeans, so are these right? Ripped jeans. That is very common these days. Normally we wear ripped jeans to do whatever, right? So these are ripped jeans. Baggy shorts. So these are baggy shorts, like this and these also. Those are baggy shorts, right? These are baggy shorts. So when we say baggy, we are talking about Bermudas. Okay, baggy in Spanish could mean like um, right, flojo, right? So baggies, you know that baggy is flojo, right? Pointy shoes. Pointy shoes are these shoes. Okay, you see, they are very high and they are pointed in here. So these are pointy shoes. Oversized. When you say oversized, sorry, it's because the size of your clothes is bigger than the clothes you need is bigger. For example, this guy is wearing a shirt that is oversized because it's bigger than the shirt he needs. Okay, he needs a smaller, but he's wearing a oversized shirt, más grande, right? Skinny or fitted jeans like this one because they are very tight, or also we could say that skinny like this one, okay, because they are very tight to the body, bien apretado, okay. The dress code is the rules about the clothes a person can wear in a place. For example, at the Dominico Americano, the dress code is no ripped jeans, no shirts without without sleeves. So this is the dress code. How you can dress in a place. In the Dominico Americano, we have a dress code. In the government, when you go to a public office, you have a dress code also. So that is what is dress code. Okay. Remember, if you have any question, I am doing this recording because of my internet connection. But if you have any question, I am going to send this recording to the group. If you have any question about anything, you can ask me in the group on WhatsApp. Okay. Okay. So this is the second part of the grammar of the unit 4. In this case, we are using giving advice with could, should, oughta, and had better. You have the explanation here. We use could to make suggestions or give advice. If I say, well, you could wear a dress to the party, I am giving you a suggestion. Okay, I am giving you the suggestion that you can use a dress. I could say you could use or you could wear jeans to the party because the party is informal. So that is a suggestion. You could wear the blue dress or the black one. Those two are suggestion or an advice that what you can wear to go to a party, to go to a place, right? Should and oughta to give advice. You should wear a formal suit to the job interview. You oughta wear a formal suit in the to the job. Look here, we are using with these, we are using to. This is the only way, or this is the only moment that you use to when you are going to use out. Oughta is very polite, very formal. It's not too common, so most of the time we use should and not oughta, but you can say oughta if you want. The pronunciation oughta. You oughta wear a formal suit to the job interview. The negative, you shouldn't wear jeans, right? That is a suggestion, an advice in negative. Please don't wear jeans. You shouldn't wear jeans. They are too casual. Okay. Maybe the party, or maybe it's a wedding, or maybe the party is really, really casual, really formal. So you can't wear jeans. You shouldn't wear jeans, right? You'd better wear a coat. It's going to rain. So we use had better or had better not to give a strong advice. As you see here, we start with could, we continue with should or oughta, and we finish with had better. So this, for example, this could be number one, number two, number three. They go like very low to strong. Una sugerencia muy pequeña, media, very strong, had better. When we say had better in Spanish, it's like when we say más te vale o más te vale no hacer tal cosa, right? So as you see here, when we say the negative, we say had better not. You'd better This is the contraction, okay? This is the contraction. You'd better wear a coat. Más te vale ponerte un abrigo. It's going to rain. We'd better not drive to the concert. No deberíamos conducir al concierto. Más nos vale no conducir al concierto. It will be hard to park. So maybe they want to take a taxi because it's going to be hard to find a parking lot. Okay. The second part of this grammar is this one. So it's the same, right? I am going to read and give you more information. You could wear a dress to the party. You could wear the blue dress or the black one. As you see here, we are not using negative because could to give advice or suggestion is only for positive sentences. Okay. Use could to make a suggestion or give advice. It is often used to offer two or more choices. As you see here, we are using blue dress, black one when we are talking about two or more choices, right? Should or oughta to give advice. Both are stronger than could. As I said, we could say that this is the lowest, number one. Should and oughta are stronger than could. You should wear a formal suit to the job interview. You ought to wear a formal suit to the job interview. As you see, we here are using only shouldn't in negative because it's not too common to use oughta in negative or in question. We don't use them in negative and question, only in positive. Okay, positive sentences. Use shouldn't in the negative, as you see here. Okay, only shouldn't in negative. You'd better wear a coat. It's going to rain. We'd better not drive to the concert. It will be hard to park. So use had better or had better not to give strong advice. Remember that had better is stronger than could. In this case, this is the stronger. It sounds like a warning or order. Use the contracted form. You'd better in speaking. Okay, when we are speaking in English, most of the time we use the contraction because it's better for us when we want to be fluent. It's better when we want to speak faster, right? Remember, it sounds had better sounds like a warning or order. For example, in Spanish, if you say to your I don't know brother or sister, más te vale que no me lo dañe. It sounds like a warning. If you break my radio, you will see what I'm going to do to you. Okay, so it sounds like a warning, advertencia, or an order. You'd better wear a coat. Es una orden o una advertencia. If you don't do that, something bad is going to happen. Okay, so the last note, use could, should, oughta, or had better to give advice about something in the present or the near future. These are all followed by the base form. As you see, here we are using only the base form. We are not using ing. We are not using the past. We are not using to. Only here we are using to. Okay, but always we have to use the base form of the verb. Okay, you could wear a suit. You should wear a suit. You oughta wear a suit. You had better wear a suit. Remember, we don't use ing. We don't change the verb to the past. Obviously, if you are going to use the future, then we change. But we don't change this. The verb is always in the same, the base form of the verb. Okay. And to finish this presentation, here we have some homework. I am going to send this homework to through WhatsApp. This is for everybody. You are going to complete this activity, and when you finish, you send it back to me through WhatsApp. And to introduce the unit 5, I have the vocabulary. I divided the vocabulary like this because I am going to take 5 people to explain these words tomorrow. Okay, so I am going to send you, when I finish this, I am going to send you who is going to explain this. Another person is going to explain this too. Another person is going to explain this too, and so on. Okay, this is the another homework. And another homework is this one. Francesca, Lourdes, Nicole, Stephanie, Carolina, and Luisa Maria are going to explain me this video. You are going to search this video on YouTube, and you are going to explain this tomorrow in Zoom. I only choose people from the afternoon because for the people in the evening, let me write the names from the evening who are going to explain from the evening. Give me a second. Sorry, esto es en vivo, so that is why I'm doing this like that. From the evening, I have Edison, Lucy, my lovely Lucy. Let me see, Christian, and let me see who else, and Neri. So from the afternoon, I have these four: Francesca, Lourdes, and Stephanie. You are going to search this video in YouTube. You can make a summary. You can write whatever you want to say tomorrow because you are going to explain what is the video about. From the evening, Edison, Lucy, Christian, and Neri, the same. You are going to search the video on YouTube, and you have to explain me what is the video about. Any question, please. The group will be open. So um, any question, any doubt, any suggestion in the group. Okay, so we finished with this presentation. I hope tomorrow I could do a live session because I don't like recordings. So for today, that is the only thing. Okay, bye.